Yo, chat, I am so happy right now. You guys don't even understand. Like, the game has just ended. The MVP was just awarded. The New York Knicks have won the NBA Cup. Actually, I think it's the third consecutive NBA Cup because, we had the in-season tournament for 3 years. And for the Knicks to win it, I just feel amazing right now. As a Knicks fan who's been in the trenches for a while. Honestly, I won't say trenches as of today because we have Brunson. We have Cat. We have OG Anunoby, Josh, Hart, OG Anunoby. Like, to be able to have these guys be able to pull off everything and, like, to at least hang a banner in the Garden. Like, I love you guys. And I know this is just an NBA Cup. And, a lot of people are going to be hating on it. Like, oh, it doesn't count. It's a cakewalk. La, la, la. Like, I don't care, bro. It's something. Something to get you ready for what you're going to be facing later on in the year. But the Knicks have won the 2025 Emirates NBA Cup. Let's go on to today's episode, y'all. I'm so happy right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing...
Now, first off, I just want to say, great game to San Antonio. I want to thank y'all for getting OKC out of here. Because OKC, with them, the best record in the league who can do everything on the defensive side, the offensive side. Inside, everything. You got Shea, MVP. Like, you got everything. Like, for Wemby to come back after a 12-game absence and be able to give the Thunder business, amazing work. Like, you can't underestimate Victor Wembanyama. Like, he's been doing his thing. Like, he's coming back from the blood clots. He's been having a tough time. So, we can't underestimate Victor Wembanyama. Wrong way. I ain't gonna lie. I was the wrong way, chat. I was pointing at Kobe. Wemby. And, I respect the mess out of Wemby. But when you're a Knicks fan and you've been waiting for a championship for years, you finally at least somewhat get it. I would say like 50% chance you basically get it. Like, the Spurs have like a 2014 drought, so it's been like 11, 12 years for the Spurs. For us, it's been like 52, 53 years since we last won a championship. So I'm just happy that they were able to do it. Now, let's just get a little bit into the stats for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, 11 points. Great job from the veteran guy. He did his thing. Devin Vassell, oh my gosh. It was just, like, he was giving me so much anxiety. Like, just watching him was giving me so much anxiety. Like, Vassell, he's an absolute bucket to have on your team. And, like, it's insane. Like, we could not stop him at all. Luke Cornett, you did your thing too. And, like, he was just, like, really so, like, I feel like the Spurs, they have premier players who are tall, aggressive, and, for the Knicks, at points, it was tough because you were mostly down, at least by 11. That was, like, the biggest lead that the Spurs had. So, for y'all to be able to come out like that, amazing work. Stephon Castle, 15, the man from UConn. He did his thing. He was trying to lock people up. De'Aaron Fox had a game. He had 16 points. Dylan Harper, he had 21. He did his thing. Wemby had 18. And I felt like the shots that in the fourth quarter, the ones that he missed, the ones that he usually makes, that's kind of what sealed the win off for the Knicks. Because when he missed those shots and the Knicks kept getting the rebounds, it was kind of over from that standpoint. But the New York Knicks, though, Jalen Brunson, he got the MVP trophy of the Cup. He led his way with 25 points. He also led his way with playing 41 minutes. Crazy, chat. I'm looking down at my computer. Camera's up here. I apologize, chat. I'm just like really happy right now. I'm like looking at these stats. Karl Anthony Towns had 16. OG Anunoby, you did your thing. I ain't gonna lie. Even though he didn't win the trophy, which he was probably this close to winning because he was doing his thing, you did your thing. You had 28 points. You was ducking. You was being aggressive. Like, that's what we want to see from you. Like, in the playoff last year against Siakam, it was frustrating to watch at some points because, you couldn't deal with Siakam. You know what I'm saying? So, for you to just come out here and just play your heart out and be ready, that's what we want to see. And speaking of Hart, Josh Hart, he had 11 points. Like, I don't know what he did to his knee in that fourth quarter because I see him stumbling a little bit. And, and he was still playing defense. Like, Josh Hart has so much heart for the game that, yeah, he does have moments that are bad, but at the end of the day, he does great things, bro. And we appreciate you on your team. Like, I don't ever want Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Cat, OG. I don't want y'all to ever leave my team. At all. Mikal Bridges, you stepped up. You had 11 points. You were doing a really great job playing 33 minutes. Tyler Kolek, for him to evolve as a player, amazing. Because he wasn't getting too much playing time last year. He's been doing really great this year. Like, I'm actually proud of what Tyler Kolek's been doing. Like, he's been evolving, developing. He's been doing his thing from a standpoint. So, you know, like, to have him on my squad too, amazing. I'm saying, like, my squad, like I'm the GM. I'm not the GM. I'm just a fan, bro. Okay, I've been a fan for, a while now. And Mitchell Robinson, even though you only have 4 points, you were cleaning stuff up, though, bro. You were blocking shots. You had 2 blocks this game. You, 15 rebounds, bro. Amazing. My man, this thing, even though at the beginning I was getting a little bit anxiety watching him because, he wasn't really using his body like that, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really diving for the loose balls. He was having a tough time grabbing the rebounds at first. So I was definitely getting a little bit nervous. But at the end of the game, he started to show out. He started to block shots. He started to do everything on the glass. And that's what we want him to do. That's all we could ever ask you for. You know what I'm saying? Just hit your free throws, though, bro. That's all I got to say. That's the only thing that makes me mad. Just hit your free throws, bro. That's it. Even though you weren't really at the line like that, just hit your free throws throughout the season. That's all we need. But Jalen Brunson, you got MVP. Deserving of it. OG Anunoby, you did a great job. I'm not going to count you out of here because you did your thing, brother. You did what nobody else was, I think, expecting him to do like that. We see him as a great defensive guy. That's pretty much we see him. And, he was hitting shots. It was raining threes in that third quarter. And, at least the Knicks were able to, get those out. We shot 15 through 40 from 3-point. That's like a 37%. But the Spurs had lower. They shot 14 out of 39. And that's like 35%. So, definitely not a lot. We were killing them on the rebounds. We had a total of 59 rebounds to their 42 of the game. So, shout out to Mitchell Robinson for helping us with the rebounds. We got him in the offensive rebounds. We got him in the defensive rebounds. We had 23 offensive rebounds. They had 18. I don't know if I said defensive. I mean, offensive rebounds, we had 23. And we had 36 defensive rebounds. They had 18 offensive rebounds. They had 24 defensive rebounds. So we were beating them at that. Even though they saw Wemby, they weren't starting Wemby for a reason because of his 12-game absence. So I do not blame the coaching right there. But at the end of the day, Wemby is your franchise and you need to have him on the floor. But at the end of the day, if he is like injured and like you don't really want him in that starting lineup to start, then I do kind of like understand where you're coming from with that. And we had 6 blocks against them, 7 steals. We were playing pretty good defense. And I think turnovers also got to be careful with that for New York. Definitely the turnovers are going to cost you some. Because you definitely don't want to have that happen. But the Spurs were such a great team that it was definitely tough. It was definitely a really tough cup game. I wouldn't say it's an easy way for the cup. This was definitely not easy. Because the Spurs were having our number the first half and also going to the third quarter. But for us to come back late in the third and throughout the fourth quarter, that was just amazing. And we really did our thing. And like with this win, I think to the Knicks right now, it means a lot. Because like I said before, it's been like 52, 53 years since we last hung a banner in the Garden. So I'm really happy that the Knicks are able to hang another banner in there. That's really what's been amazing about this whole entire thing. I'm just happy they've been having that. And I hope the Knicks can take this as like what the playoffs are going to be like in 2025, 2026. This is what championship basketball is. So it's kind of like similar to like a preview, kind of. So use the in-season tournament as a preview of what you're going to see if you make the finals, which I really have confidence that we can make the finals. I know Detroit right now has our number right now. They have our number right now. And, it's definitely going to be tough because Detroit, they have a great team. Toronto's been doing good. The Celtics have been doing great. The Spurs. The Spurs aren't in the East. I meant Orlando, obviously. Dahani, obviously. But definitely use this as what you're going to see later on when you go to the playoffs and if you make the finals, which I have really full confidence that we will make the finals in 2026. I know I say this every year like I'm a Cowboys fan or something like that. I'm I do have confidence that the Knicks can be able to do this. But anyways, y'all, that's pretty much all I got to say. For the Spurs, they had an amazing game. The Knicks came out, won the cup, and they got some money to go along with that. I don't even remember how much. I know it's a lot. Brunson MVP. But everybody stepped up in a great way. Kolek is developing. We have everybody here. Mike Brown, thank you so much for pretty much turning everything around as of right now, because you definitely have greater rotations. I like what he's been doing with the franchise so far. Definitely a lot of stuff that the Knicks still do need to improve on going into the season, so hopefully Mike Brown can get that set up for them. But Mike Brown, I appreciate you as our coach right now. He's just a nonchalant guy. Alright, really just be careful with how you're coaching and everything. But anyways, you guys, that's really all I gotta say. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's little episode. And comment down below if you guys seen the game. And comment down below y'all thoughts on the Knicks winning this. Good night, y'all. Peace out.